that things could get any busier than they were last week, and I wake up today and see that American Riviera Orchard might be dead. She might be now calling it As Ever. She has a new logo that looks suspiciously like another existing logo. Meghan keeps us very busy, Kevin.
She certainly does. So what is the latest on American Riviera Orchard? Because last week, the big story was that Netflix were going to reinvigorate that whole project, start selling her jam and her honey and her wallpaper and her pet food and pet shampoo at various shopping malls in America, where Netflix have got physical stores, and that was the idea, would be to reinvigorate American Riviera Orchard to coincide with the release of her program With Love Meghan, which starts on March the 4th on Netflix. So what we knew prior to that, you and I discussed it at great length, is that American Riviera Orchard was mired in all sorts of legal wrangles, trademarks, what to call it, and even the name of the company itself was being challenged in the courts. Are you saying now she is going to have to change the name, Kinsey?
Yeah, we believe so. There is a new trademark under the name As Ever. Not enough to verify that this... As ever, boring as ever is what I would say. Yeah. Boring as ever. It's not necessarily that we don't have proof that this is necessarily what they're going to go with, because as you and I both know, Harry and Meghan enjoy sending us in 30 different directions. I don't know if it's a control thing or just avoiding the inevitable, where ultimately we dissect their projects and determine that some of them are absolutely terrible ideas. But it's the same design theme as American Riviera Orchard. The penmanship on the logo is similar to Meghan Markle's. It's the same law firm handling the legal trademark work, in a long list of products that she's trying to include, whether it be the yoga mats or the dog bowls or whatever. It's similar when listing off the products in the paperwork. Now, she filed that paperwork for As Ever in September of last year, just weeks after, we saw the cracks starting to appear when it came to the American Riviera Orchard trademark and name. And the logo that has been submitted looks like a coat of arms that already exists, which is very Meghan Markle, that the lack of creativity there does not surprise us, but something to keep our eye out for. I can very much see her deciding to surprise everyone with a different name. Yeah. Now that American Riviera Orchard has proven to be so difficult to get past the trademark office. And remember, this is also one of the things that her neighbors have complained about. You've hijacked our this because the area where they live, Montecito, is called the American Riviera, and that's one of the reasons that she's encountered legal trouble with that name, because in the States you can't just utilize a geographical name because you could be seen to be cashing in on that. So that's where she's hit problems. So you now say it's going to be called As Ever. I think considering she launched it last March, pretty much an entire year ago, and it's still... We could call it As Never.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was... You see, you ruined my joke then. That's what I was going to say.
Or did I make it better because we're on the same page? You did make it better.
As always, Kinsey, you made it better. Yeah, but a better name for it would be As Never, because nothing seems to happen, but it may still launch now. Let's talk about last week when she went to Whistler in Canada to help launch the Invictus Games. Well, we know now that there's a lot of disquiet about her behaviour, the way she made that event all about her, constantly kissing Harry. And by the way, did you see on Valentine's Day she released yet another picture of her kissing Harry, this time in black and white. That would be on the Valentine's Day that she left him in Canada to fly back to America, to the West Coast, to Montecito. So who said the age of romance is dead? Well, it it is with Meghan.
Just give it another 12 months, Kev. Once she has her Instagram really up and running, maybe next year it can be sponsored by some sort of herpes medication or something. Who knows? You know, you got to get your posts sponsored.
But papers at the weekend here, Kinsey, all full of double-page spread, for example, in the Mail on Sunday, full of the fury emanating from the organisers of the Invictus Games, that woman came here and basically stole the limelight, stole all of our limelight, made it all about her. And they're still furious about this. And Harry allowed it. And one of the things that was going on that has really upset the media, really upset the organisers, is there were all these events, special events happening that the media were not allowed into. She went in, took pictures of it and filmed herself there and then put it onto her Instagram account. So it looked as if the entire occasion was organised to allow Meghan to get exclusive footage for her social media account. People noticed that and they're not happy.
Well, have you seen that Katie Price now actually charges media outlets to share the photos that she posts on social media? It's not fair game anymore. You know, if you want to share something that Katie Price posts on her social media, she charges you a fee. The countdown is on to when Meghan Markle does something similar. You know, you heard it here first.
Welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales, the show where we cut through the nonsense and expose the relentless smear campaign against the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. I'm your host, Adrian, and today we're tackling yet another ridiculous claim from the British media, this time from so-called royal expert Kinsey Schofield and TalkTV's Kevin O'Sullivan. A biased lens, the British media's fixation on Meghan Markle. The British media has an intense fascination with Meghan Markle. This is undeniable. This scrutiny intensifies whenever she participates in high-profile events. The Invictus Games are no exception. From the moment Meghan's attendance was announced, a certain segment of the British media seemed determined to find fault. Their coverage often feels less like objective reporting and more like a targeted campaign. It's as if they are searching for any opportunity to cast her in a negative light. This relentless focus on Meghan is not only unfair, but also deeply unhealthy. It reveals a clear bias that permeates much of the British media's reporting on the Duchess of Sussex. The constant negativity and scrutiny are designed to paint a specific and often inaccurate picture of Meghan. This relentless negativity takes a toll both on the individuals involved and on the public's perception of them. This biased coverage has real-world consequences. It shapes public opinion, fuels online hate, and creates a hostile environment for Meghan and Harry. Twisting the narrative, Meghan's Invictus Games appearance misconstrued. Meghan's appearance at the Invictus Games was met with criticism from certain corners of the British media. These attacks often centre around her perceived motives and actions. Commentator Kinsey Schofield accused Meghan of using the event as a publicity stunt. Schofield insinuated Meghan's goal was to garner attention for herself. Kevin O'Sullivan echoed these sentiments, calling her a distraction. This accusation undermines Meghan's genuine support for the Games. Meghan's genuine support actions speak louder than media speculation. Despite the media's attempts to paint a different picture, Meghan's actions at the Invictus Games spoke volumes about her genuine support for the event and her husband. Her decision to arrive later, allowing Prince Harry to fully immerse himself in the initial days of the Games, demonstrated her understanding of his role and her respect for the athletes. Far from being a distraction, Meghan's interactions with veterans and their families were met with warmth and appreciation. She engaged with them on a personal level, listening to their stories and offering words of encouragement. Her presence brought smiles to many faces and provided a much-needed boost to the spirits of those who had sacrificed so much. The media's narrative often ignores these positive interactions, focusing instead on creating drama and controversy. This skewed perspective does a disservice to both Meghan and the spirit of the Invictus Games, which are about camaraderie, resilience, and support. Meghan's presence at the Games was not about stealing the spotlight, it was about standing by her husband and showing her unwavering support for a cause close to their hearts. Double standards that placate and Meghan under the media's microscope. The stark contrast in how the British media treats Meghan Markle compared to Kate Middleton is glaringly obvious. Meghan is often criticised for her fashion choices, while Kate is praised for the same things. This double standard exposes inherent media bias. For example, Meghan was chastised for a revealing dress, while Kate was lauded for similar outfits. This disparity extends to their every move and interaction. This bias is damaging and perpetuates harmful stereotypes. Section 5. The Invictus Games. Welcome Meghan, a true testament to her impact. The Invictus Games themselves stand as a testament to the positive impact of Meghan's presence. The athletes, the heart and soul of the Games, have consistently welcomed Meghan with open arms. They recognise her genuine support and appreciate her efforts to raise awareness for their cause. Many veterans have spoken out against the media's portrayal of Meghan, praising her warmth, empathy and commitment to their well-being. Their voices, often drowned out by the noise of the British tabloids, offer a refreshing perspective on the Duchess and her relationship with the Games. The athletes' positive reception of Meghan speaks volumes. They see her not as the media caricature, but as a genuine supporter and advocate. Their voices, free from the biases of the British press, paint a truer picture of Meghan's impact. The Invictus Games, at their core, are about celebrating resilience, overcoming adversity, and supporting those who have served their countries. Meghan embodies these values, and her presence at the Games serves as an inspiration to both the athletes and the wider public. Section 6. Unwavering support, Harry and Meghan's enduring bond. The enduring bond between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle is a testament to their love and commitment to one another. Despite facing relentless scrutiny and criticism, their relationship remains strong. They continue to support each other, navigating the challenges of public life with grace and resilience. The media's attempts to drive a wedge between them have only served to strengthen their resolve. They have presented a united front against the negativity, proving that their love is more powerful than any tabloid headline. Their enduring bond is a beacon of hope and inspiration. In a world often consumed by negativity and division, their love story reminds us of the power of connection and the importance of standing up for what you believe in. No matter what challenges they may face, Harry and Meghan's commitment to each other and to their shared values remains unwavering. Their story is a powerful reminder that love can conquer even the most daunting obstacles.